now please welcome the teacher in heart and person who would know exactly how to teach sustainable business. So, senior lecturer at Lapland University of Applied Sciences and ERASMUS Plus project SECA expert from Finland this time, Anželika Krastiņa. Welcome.
Thank you.
Clickers.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Is it a very good morning for everyone? All right, so a little bit confusing situation. My name is Anželika Krastiņa, and those who are locally Latvians here, you would say, Finland? What? Why? Yeah, so it happens that I am representing today Lapland University of Applied Sciences, and partly also Turiba, because we are all partners in this project. And yeah, you were introduced briefly about our project, ERASMUS Plus. We call it SECA, Sustainable Entrepreneurship for Climate Action. It's a very ambitious name, and someone said that you are sick and tired. My colleague behind me raised a hand. I noticed. I'm a policeman. And there were many of you really enthusiasts, but I have another news for you. The thing is that you have no choice. Our future is all about sustainability. If you want to drink, as you said, and our children, clean water. So, I'm supposed to have those 15 minutes sharp. I try. As Valdis said, I'm a teacher, so I might get lost myself with my own speech. But my topic today was introduced as teaching sustainable business. And why this topic? First of all, within the context of our project, ERASMUS Plus funded project, we would like to give you a presentation about the results, what we have done during the project, and why we are doing that we are doing, and why we try to encourage more sustainability in our actions. And so we will share the results of our project, and that also will give you the context about the teaching, because even though Valdis said that I'm the teacher in my heart that knows all about how to teach sustainability, after almost 10 years of doing this, I have no idea. All right, so the Sustainable Entrepreneurship of Climate Action project is really tiny project. It's a little effort that we want to do in this field. It addresses the challenges that are aiming to increase your green skills, young people, not so young, and competencies regarding sustainability, and help entrepreneurs take an action in practice. Not the theory anymore, but action. And the aim, the main results of this project is that we research and we try to see what has been done already and to innovate and create something that hasn't been done and we can do better all together. And we are very happy and proud that we are 3 partners, not huge amount of partners, but the best ones across the Europe coming together to put this effort to find a way how to teach sustainable entrepreneurship. And I would like to give you, before I tell you the actual how to teach, or to tell you what I know, I don't know, I give you some story beforehand. Where it all started, actually. So, you know that I'm coming from Finland. Where in Finland? From the Arctic Circle. Anyone has visited ever and met Santa Claus in Rovaniemi? Yes, many people. So, guys, I'm the neighbor with Santa Claus. Just 6 kilometers from my home is this wonderful character located, and his village. But in general, yes, we are representing, in the Lapland University of Applied Sciences, we are representing the Arctic. And Arctic is really a big theme and word for us, because as we say, what happens in the Arctic doesn't stay in the Arctic. And we are very much strategically focusing on this building Arctic vitality, and it has to do very much with environmental issues as well as sustainability. And the story begins here, actually, my story with this project. 2015, I'm not sure if you remember, but that was a big event. I'm sure many of my colleagues remember COP21, when Paris Agreement was made and signed by almost all the countries to commit to reduce the emissions, as well as to increase or to accelerate the sustainability actions. And what is this picture that you see? We are sitting there with my students from Lapland, from the Arctic, in Eiffel campus of the French University. And we are modeling, this is Arctic Model Council. And my humble students from the Arctic Circle, when we come there to Paris, meet those super smart Harvard University, Oxford University, or other MIT universities, so sophisticated that they know it all about the Arctic, they know it all about the sustainability. And we had this exercise on modeling the Arctic together, and they said, no, it's not going to work that way. What happens? We come back home, and they say that they are not going to decide for us. They actually don't know. Here on the Arctic, we know, and we do it. We take it in own hands, and we tell them how to do it. And so we started together with a variety of projects, green, call it whatever you like, sustainable, and so on, small, light actions. And we have collected kind of a bank of little actions. And so that was a starting point, where we realized that actually, for us teachers, when we come to the classroom, we don't have any particular methodology, do this and that's the way to teach sustainable entrepreneurship. And myself as a teacher, I realized that I'm lacking those tools. I'm lacking the knowledge, I'm lacking the methodologies, approach, and so on. And so we came up with this project where we would like to develop methodology that could be applied or more systematic way, not just ad hoc, some kind of ideas. And we needed to find excellent partners to do this with us together in Turiba. We have been cooperating for a very long time. Turiba has been an excellent business school in this Baltic Sea region. We are very proud about success. We know that Aachen University of Applied Sciences has been extremely advanced university in terms of sustainability, innovations, and so on. So we partnered together, and today we have something to present to you. We have a nice draft of a handbook, digital handbook on sustainable entrepreneurship that can be used by anyone in the future when it's finally published. So when it comes to the question, traditional entrepreneurship versus sustainable entrepreneurship, when you think how sustainable entrepreneurship is different from traditional entrepreneurship, and what are the keywords that come to your mind when it's about sustainable entrepreneurship? Maybe someone, again, we have quite active audience here, though. Responsibility, thank you so much. Any other keyword? Circular economy, thank you. Responsibility, circular. What about young generation? What's in your mind? What kind of keywords you have? I'm sure just throw some. Okay, you are thinking now, yeah? You are not sure what is the wrong and right answer, or right answer. So, but I would say there is no wrong and right answer. What we are trying to do, we are trying to put it this way. We don't want to differentiate between traditional entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship training is well established all across Europe, European Union, many other countries. Entrepreneurship training is not an issue, I think. We have lots of interesting experiences, practices, and everything. But today, we are fusing traditional, where we are talking about generating income and economic value. It's very important, where we do the ideation, we do the business planning, we do the marketing, we do financial management, develop growth strategies. It's all right. And this is what you study here in Turiba a lot, and you are very good in that. But what you will incorporate into your thinking is sustainable entrepreneurship mindset, or sustainability as a core of your values. And the focus will be on generating this sustainable value. In every doing, automatically, as you are trained, you are considering developing sustainable value. So, of course, the aim is to minimize environmental footprint and addressing SDGs. Anyone knows what are SDGs? Do I need to explain? Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations. Of course, it's important that we are taking into account this triple bottom line on economic, environmental, and social dimensions, how they are interrelated, interconnected, and how we take into account not only economic gains in the future. And this holistic approach and eco-innovations is integrated strongly in this new type of entrepreneurship training. So our project is focusing on climate action. And now, this is the turning point where we have to change our paradigm. What does it mean, the changing paradigm? The way we see the world. And how do we see the world? That climate change is a big crisis, it's a big problem, and everybody's really worried about that, and every day you hear on the news issues, problems, and different kind of disasters that are taking place globally. But what we do in our training and with you guys in the future, climate change, climate action becomes a source for innovation, for sustainable entrepreneurship. We are not saying that, yay, climate action, climate change, great thing. No, but we are looking at the problems, we are understanding them better, and we try to figure out how we can fix these problems and how that can become even a business. And when I say that, it's not about like who is enthusiast and who is fed up with sustainability topic. It's about the fact, according to Circularity Gap Report 2022, we see that the world is only returning or circulating 8.6%. Everything else is a waste. Sorry. So, we have done a lot of studies. We have done, within the project, we try to understand really, and we realized that we have a lot of knowledge and theory, but we are lacking the pedagogical tools. How did we come where we are with this digital handbook today? When you are studying that and looking at that, you will understand that it's a huge work behind. We have done a lot of experimentation because nobody told us the ready formula, 2 and 2 is 4. So we had to find a way, and we are still in the process. We are just having certain milestone with this digital handbook where we are focusing on these 4 main pillars or actions. And so if you feel that you are interested about these concrete actions that we are going to take, we are going to test them today in the afternoon. You are welcome to join to our workshop in the afternoon and experience together. As I said, we are about action, and you will be put in the seat to drive this action. So the main 4 levels are that we are talking actions are understanding the problem. We are using problem solution tree. Then understanding how this, from solutions that you are developing based on problems, you can think of some business ideas. But it's not enough. When you have a business idea, you have to automatically consider creating sustainable value, as I mentioned earlier. And yes, as you mentioned from the audience, next step is certainly it should be circular. You have to think circular business models. So we are starting with ideation. We are building this kind of a beautiful tree because it says the roots define the fruits. If there are problems with the roots, then there will be problems with the fruits. And this is the same with the climate change. There are causes of climate change. When you understand those things, then you get to the next step. You search for the solutions. When you find the solutions, some of the solutions might be an interesting business idea. And then you are designing it together with your teammates. It's design thinking process that we are taking. And we are finalizing with understanding and building a circular business model. Well, there is this one short video. I'm not sure if you can play that, but you will share this with the students, with the audience. I suppose they can watch it, just to see how in practice this action takes place, and just for us to remember, we cannot change the world overnight. But there is this saying, one drop makes an ocean, and so each of us is this one little drop. So thank you very much. Please go and check what this digital handbook is, and thank you very much for your attention, and see you around later in the afternoon, maybe. Have a great day. Thank you.
Anželika, one question. You are now working and living behind the Arctic Circle.
Yes, precisely, on the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, and we are talking about challenges. I guess it is quite challenging to be sustainable behind the Arctic Circle.
It is challenging and not, because in general, I think we are having certain DNA in the Arctic of considering sustainability embedded in all our actions since very, very long time, and therefore there are lots of activities taking place to take into account and really deal with sustainable questions and make sure that we create sustainable future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anželika Krastiņa.